Have you ever wondered how a seemingly ordinary person could fall under the influence of a cult? It's a question that has puzzled many, leading to misconceptions and misunderstandings about cults and mind control. Often we imagine cult members as weak-willed or easily influenced individuals, but this couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, anyone, regardless of their background, intelligence, or strength of character, can potentially fall victim to a cult's influence. How can this be? It's down to the sophisticated methods of manipulation and control that cults employ. They don't simply brainwash their victims overnight. Instead, they employ a slow, gradual process of indoctrination, exploiting our innate human need for belonging, purpose, and acceptance. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? But it's crucial to understand this enigma if we're to protect ourselves and those we care about from such dangerous influences. As we delve deeper, we will see just how insidious these tactics can be. Real-life stories often illustrate the dangers of cult influence best. Let's take a journey back in time and reflect on two of the most notorious cases in history: the Jonestown Massacre and the infamous Heaven's Gate suicides. In the late 70s, the world was shocked by the news of the Jonestown Massacre. A charismatic leader named Jim Jones had managed to convince over 900 people to follow him to the remote jungles of Guyana, promising a utopian society. But what unfolded was far from utopian. Through a mix of fear, manipulation, and coercion, Jones led his followers into a mass murder-suicide, making it one of the deadliest non-natural disasters in American history. Now let's fast forward to the 90s, where another chilling event unfolded: the Heaven's Gate suicides. Led by Marshall Applewhite, a man claiming to be the reincarnation of Jesus Christ, the Heaven's Gate cult believed in the existence of extraterrestrial life. Applewhite convinced his followers that they would reach an alien spacecraft following Comet Hale-Bopp by leaving their earthly bodies behind. This led to the mass suicide of 39 members, each wearing identical black and white clothing and Nike sneakers, leaving a haunting image that still resonates today. In both cases, the leaders wielded immense power over their followers, manipulating their perceptions of reality and exploiting their vulnerabilities. They used psychological tactics such as isolation, control of information, and fear to maintain their hold. The tragic outcomes of these cases highlight the dark side of charismatic leadership and the dangers of unchecked power. These stories are not just historical footnotes. They're real-life examples of how individuals can be manipulated to act against their own interests, even to the point of self-destruction. They serve as stark warnings about the potential dangers of cult influence. These cases serve as grim reminders of the power that cult leaders can wield over their followers. Cult leaders employ a range of psychological tactics to manipulate their followers. A key strategy they use is isolation. They sever the ties between their followers and the outside world, often convincing them to cut off contact with friends and family. This creates a dependency on the cult as it becomes the follower's sole source of social interaction and support. Another tactic is the use of fear and guilt. Cult leaders are masters at exploiting human emotions. They instill fear of an external threat or impending doom, then position themselves as the only source of protection. They also use guilt, making followers feel responsible for any misfortunes that befall the group, or for failing to live up to the cult's standards. Perhaps one of the most insidious tactics is the promise of a unique purpose or superior status. Cult leaders often claim to have special knowledge or power, and they promise to share this with their followers. This creates a sense of exclusivity and superiority, which can be incredibly enticing. It gives followers a purpose, a reason to stay, and to endure whatever hardships the cult imposes. These are just a few of the tactics cult leaders use to control their followers. It's a complex web of manipulation, fear, and false promises. But the key to breaking free is understanding. Understanding these tactics is the first step towards protecting ourselves and our loved ones from cult influence. Breaking free from a cult's grip is no easy task, but it is possible. The first step on this daunting journey often involves seeking professional help. Psychologists, therapists, and counselors who understand the complexities of cult influence can provide crucial guidance. They can help unravel the web of manipulation, helping individuals to see the reality of their situation and begin the process of emotional recovery. Reconnecting with loved ones is another vital part of breaking free. Family and friends can provide a lifeline, offering emotional support, reassurance, and a sense of belonging that may have been missing for a long time. This reconnection can be challenging, as cults often drive wedges between members and their families. but it's important to remember that love and understanding are powerful tools for healing. Re-establishing personal autonomy is also key. Cults thrive on control, often stripping members of their independence. Regaining that autonomy, making decisions for oneself and reclaiming personal power, can be an empowering part of the recovery process. Therapy and support groups play a significant role in healing. Sharing experiences with others who have been through similar situations can help normalize feelings of confusion, guilt, or shame. It can also provide a sense of community and solidarity, fostering hope and resilience. Remember, recovery is not a linear process, and it takes time. Everyone's journey is unique, and there's no right way to heal. With time, understanding, and support, survivors can reclaim their lives and move forward.